Said next video would be the Osprey Talon 11, but forgot the Talon Jr. We're going to go over a little bit about that. It's along the same lines as the Talon 11, but it's much shorter for...
Hey.
What?
That's rude.
You're shorter, so you need a shorter pack.
Well, I need a bigger one now.
But it's good for kids between 5 and 15 years old or so. He used this one as like a sports pack.
But not anymore.
Your baseball helmet doesn't fit inside of here. It was good for a wrestling pack. There's a lot of good features on this pack. The couple that it's doesn't have anymore. Dylan, hey, settle. I was looking at their website at the new version of this, and it doesn't have this clip anymore that clips the front stretch pocket, and the hydration pack is internal instead of this external pack now.
Bandages.
That's your lace tape for your wrestling shoes. This was really good for all of his wrestling gear. What? No, don't open it. Don't be so jumpy. Plenty of room. We used one of those Gatorade drinking bottles all year. I'd give them 2 of them, one for either side. These pockets are about perfectly sized for one of those bottles. This front stretch pocket, I mean, it's not anything huge. We used it for his knee pads for wrestling. It's about the size of a hand.
Yeah, baby. Putting them on.
You're going to put your knee pads on now?
Yeah.
All right. It can fit a few things in there. We used it for his knee pads. That was the perfect spot to let him air out after a long practice. This pocket, the main pocket, zips open pretty far. Gives you a lot of good access to the pack. There's one small mesh pocket inside. Plenty of volume inside. Sweatpants, sweatshirt. We keep his hygiene stuff in here. Wipes and antifungal foam. Wrestling's a pretty dirty sport. More lace tape.
No, it isn't.
Rag.
This is so I don't get dirty.
Yeah.
When it's on the dirty floor. On the mat.
That's what I just said. Rolling around with other sweaty kids, you don't want to get all the nasty stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what these are, but they stink. They stink.
They smell good. They're mint. Eucalyptus. Shoulder straps. They have that bio stretch, they call it. They're very comfortable shoulder straps. They're either die cut or laser cut foam holes through them to allow air to pass through. It's got this little, I call it a snack pouch.
Hey.
It's about all it's good for fitting is a little snack or maybe a pair of headphones. That button always comes unclipped, so you can't really stuff that pocket full of too much. Like the adult Talon packs, it does have hip belt pockets. Why are you over here now? Get back over here. On both sides. These ones don't have any closures though. They're just open pockets.
So you can just fit anything like shirt old.
Yeah, anything in there. Anything that'll fit. It has a small waist belt clip. And it has the same like pull forward design for tension.
And it has a whistle.
We're getting to that point. Even for his figure being pretty slim, he's got to have it almost completely collapsed. So anything, Maggie's sleeping. Leave her alone. Anybody with a bigger figure than him, up to probably about my waist size or a little bit bigger, 32-ish. Does have an adjustable sternum strap, and like Antsy Pants here keeps saying, does have the whistle on it. Look, nice. Good job. It has your little hooks here for your hydration hose. And like I mentioned before, the hydration pouch is accessible from the outside. You don't have to open the pack, or you don't have to worry about your hydration pouch leaking into all your stuff in case there's a failure in your hydration system. The materials, except for all this stretchy material on your pockets, all the actual nylon material is the 100D. And in my last video, I misspoke and I omitted the non before the PFAS or PFAS. Does have that same DWR coating on both the upper and the lower. The lower is 420D nylon, so it gives it a little bit of durability on that bottom. You gonna quit walking in front of the camera or what? Get over here. All right, throw it on. This little mesh here is nice. He hooks his little golden pins on there from the wrestling season.
Pin people.
Yeah, from pinning people. Yeah, he's pretty large for having just turned 6. He's about 4 feet tall. About 55 pounds.
I'm the fastest wrestler in the galaxy. No, I'm actually the fastest runner in the galaxy.
So if you can see, everything is still a little bit loose on him. And everything is cinched down as far as it'll go. So he's about the smallest. Come here. Get back over here. He's about the smallest that this pack will fit. About 4 foot tall, with a very small waist. What do you like about the pack?
I like it has this little thing in the back.
The hydration pouch or the hook?
Yeah, I like the inside because it looks all like it looks black a little bit and green.
Yeah, tell the camera.
What?
Tell the camera. Is it comfortable? Is it nice and comfortable on your shoulders?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the hip belt nice and comfy?
Yeah.
Does it fit all your sports stuff good? Is it nice for going on little hikes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quit turning around. Well, from my perspective, it's a very nice pack. Allows him to carry his own stuff on short day hikes. Like I said, we use it mainly for sports to carry all his gear. Wrestling mainly. Fits plenty of gear for any sport, obviously, except for baseball. Quit that. Because you need to carry the helmet and the bat. But we would put all that gear, tablet, a little pencil box, a clipboard, full-size clipboard, his switch. All right, so that wraps up the overview of this pack. For his age, 6 years old to...
Hey.
What? 6 years old to, 13, 14, 15.
Not
That's a
call
good-
me
good little pack.
15.
Depending on you gotta settle down.
Never call me 15 again.
I didn't call you 15. I said from your age up to.
1500.
I'd say probably 9 or 9.5 out of 10 is where I'd put it.
I'm done.
Very, very durable. Like I said, we use this all wrestling season. We took it to every tournament, every practice, and it
The chicken noodle.
held up really, really well. The last I checked, the new version of this with the internal hydration bladder and the no clip, it was $100 right on Osprey's website. And that's it for today. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. For real this time, we'll be back with the Talon 11.